welcome back, makeup family. Today I'm going to do a demo of the brand new Tom Ford Double Indemnity palette. She's gorgeous and people have been asking for a demo, so I've already done this eye, the left eye, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on my right eye. And I've already done my eyebrows and put some lashes on just to save a bunch of time since I normally work pretty slow. But this is a super quick eye look, and this is really one of the reasons why I love these Tom Ford eye quads. They're just so blendable and they just look so, it's easy, and you're about to find out how I can do just a few minutes and have a really nice cohesive eye look that looks like I really spent some time, but I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this brown, this kind of taupey deep brown color in my crease. I'm just going to take my Sonia G Worker 1 and get some of that on, and I'm going to go right in, get the basic shape that I want. And this is how I always do my eyeshadow. I go in, and rather than take like a fluffy blending brush, I take this Worker 1 and I go in and I kind of carefully just get the shape that I want for my eyeshadow. And it ends up providing me a more precise look, and it is defined in a way that if I just took a big fluffy blending brush, I don't get the same results. But this brush has varying lengths of bristles, so as I'm placing it into this crease, it's also blending at the same time and diffusing the color out. I'm still going to blend, but I find that this technique, one, it's very gentle on my eyes. It's not a lot of digging in, windshield wiper motions, and I get the shape that I want fairly quickly, and it's very easy to just diffuse it out. So just go in back and forth with what would be, you know, like the mid-tone of a palette, which would be this. It's not the deepest tone, it's not the lightest tone. I'll go in with a mid-tone right into that crease. And once I've placed it there, I'll go in with my Sonia G Detail Pro, and I'll just blend out and diffuse where I place the color so there are no harsh lines. And you see that color it built up to full pigmentation like with nothing. These are very pigmented. And I just go and I lay the brush on its side because it feels good. It's a really soft quality brush anyway, but the fact that I lay it on its side and just sort of blend out that crease, it feels really good, and it doesn't tug or pull on the gentle eye skin. And you get a nice diffused look, and you can blow it out as much as you want or as little as you want. There we go. And then I'm going to go in, and the very first thing that I do is I lay a layer of, I'm going to go in with this gorgeous gray color, the next deepest color, and I'm going to go in with a layer of, this gray over the lid, and then I'm going to spray it just to keep it from, you know, having a lot of transfer on my lids. So I'm going to go in with a layer on my finger. And I don't know if the going in with the layer on my finger is even necessary. I think it's just something that I do and that I'm used to doing. So, you know, creature of habit that I am, I just feel like I get like some kind of a base layer. And then when I wet my brush and go in, you know, to get some, it's not even really, the shimmer's beautiful. It's not like I need an additional sparkle. But look how this smoky eye is taking shape. And literally, and I've been spending most of the time talking to you, and it's like it blends itself. I could stop here if I really wanted to. It's just so pretty. It just lies on the skin so nicely and is really flattering to the skin. So I put on a layer of that. Then I'm going to go in with my Sonia G Builder One brush. This is what she looks like. And I use this for all of my shimmers. So I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of this Tarte setting spray, just to wet my brush. And go in with this gray. Again, this is the gray color that I'm gonna go into right now. Go in with this gray. And whenever I use, I don't know how other people do it, but whenever I use a color wet, I always go into the corner just in case. And this is a wet dry formula. It's totally amenable to this kind of a technique, but just in case, I always use a corner to go in wet so that if it does screw up the product, my whole pan of eyeshadow is not screwed up. But it's just a little precautionary thing that I do. I don't think that it's necessary, but you know, again, I'm a creature of habit, and I'll always like to be safe than sorry. So I'm just gonna go right into the very center where I want the most intensity and where it's most at risk of transferring above the crease. Just go in with the gray, and then I'm just gonna blend it into the crease color that I put above it. Easy breezy. Okay, wipe off my brush. I always have a microfiber towel or a washcloth, and that really cleans your brushes between washes. Like when you're using it to change colors, it does a nice job. Then I'm going to go in with my Sonia G Crease One brush, and it's a pencil brush, and it's a little bit flexible though. And it's very soft. It's like blue squirrel. I'm gonna go in with this, the darkest color, this black, which is actually a matte, but it has like shimmer particles in it. But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna deepen up the very outer part of my eye. So I'm just gonna lay it in here, right in that outer V, just to deepen up the outer part of my eye. And do the same thing as I did when I was blending my crease. I'll take this brush, lay it on its side, and just get that outer V nice and diffused. And you can go back and you can pack on as much or as little as you want. But look how beautiful that is. Go back in with my Detail Pro brush, and again, blend out any harsh edges, right? And really, I could have stopped like a step ago. You know, it's daytime, I'm not trying to do anything really intense, but look how beautiful that is. And it literally just took minutes to do. I'm gonna go in with the very lightest color here, and I'm gonna wet it and use that as an inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna wet this Builder One brush. And go in with this really pale color, just as an inner corner highlight. And I'm just gonna start to blend it over into the rest of the shadow. I just love this. It's such a beautiful cool tone palette, and what I really love about this double Indemnity palette is that it's very versatile. This is a really nice smoky daytime look. I mean, I don't know how many people really consider this daytime, but it's daytime for me. But you know, I could have gone in a lot softer even and gotten just a really conservative gray look that could work, you know, for working in a conservative environment or whatever. But that's not my life at this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one and get that inner corner brightened up. There we go. Ready. Okay. And we're done. We are done. Eye is nice and blended out. I feel like there's a little space between the inner corner highlight and where I started my lid color, so I'm going to go in there and just blend a little bit more of this gray color between the inner corner highlight and the lid, just to make it nice and cohesive. There we go. Do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And that is a simple, nice daytime smoky eye look. I'm gonna stop here, but the very next thing I would do would be to go into my my lower lid and put in some eyeliner, and I might deepen up the corner some more. But really all there is for me to do is to finish my base makeup, my bronzer, and do a lip. And so that's a quick and easy not Suspicion palette, the Double Indemnity palette. And again, this is what she looks like. Super easy, simple, quick, smoky eye for the daytime. Thank you guys so much, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Like and comment below, and I will see you on the very next one. Thank you.